Hey, welcome to the second sketchbook tour. Well, with 2 sketchbooks so far in each. I don't know how many more are gonna have 2 each. I'm trying to squeeze all of the early ones in together because they're bad. Anyway, let's not talk too long and just get into sketchbook 3. Both of these are like really beat up. I don't know why the first 2 were, I mean, they weren't great, but they were better than this. So this is sketchbook 3, which is a Fan Fang speedball sketch. The cover is barely holding on. Oh my goodness. So sketchbook 3 started in 2017 in October and ended around January 2018. This was 8th grade. So like we left off, it was Inktober, and I was drawing Toby or Lettuce. So this one was Dry Ersey wearing a onesie, very bad. On a swing, very bad. With a pumpkin. That's not actually too bad. October 10th, carving a pumpkin. Apparently he gets a little crazy with a knife. Okay, calm down please. Which is really funny because I have a problem with pumpkins. Like I've only tried carving jack-o'-lanterns once and I cried, so felt not in a happy way though, in a bad way. With a plushie. In that first drawing you saw he had a little plushie there and he has it again. I drew him with this plushie a couple times. I don't know what the significance is because I don't remember what it is, but clearly he has a specific plushie. Roasting s'mores. This is pretty cute. Don't mind that. The proportions bad, but otherwise it's fine. Drinking hot chocolate. Don't know why he's itty bitty. Here's a little ref sheet. Okay, this isn't too bad. Could be better. I've made a better one. It's on his art fight again. I know I mentioned art fight a lot. It's just I like to bring up topics where I can show off my very nice pretty art because, you know, obviously I didn't feel like drawing the reverse side because symmetry is hard. I didn't draw it here. I obviously didn't color it in, but his eyes are actually silver, which is something that I still include in his art. I think that's kind of a neat thing that you don't see on many characters. Day 14 is with a hat, and I tried multiple times. And then this is my sister drew this one, him with a hat on and his ears are down, so no hat. Did not turn out well. By a campfire, and apparently it says on Chili's papers, apparently I went to Chili's and I drew this elsewhere. That's over-explained and I'm probably gonna cut it out. Yay! Here's Toby and Lettuce chilling on a sea cliff, and Toby has the little stuffed animal and he's being angsty. I don't know what this means. Okay. Day 16 and 17 is with a friend and getting a hug. This is actually drawn by my cousin. I don't know what username he's going by now, but I don't think he's posting his art online anymore, so I can't actually like at him. I apologize, but yeah, this is his character Ripley, I think her name was Ripley, and Toby obviously, so giving a hug. They actually look like they're interacting, which is fairly impressive for like tween me. Good job, tween us. Oh, look, another one of my characters is on Art Fight, yay! This is Zizi, who I apparently also wanted to name Quaz. That's stupid and I hate that, but this is Zizi, and this is actually still how it's spelled because I didn't want to change it, but clearly it was Halloween and I was like, I want a bat character, and this is pretty much exactly what he looks like now. I think I simplified the design a little bit, like that little white bit on his arm isn't there anymore. Fuzzy on his elbow isn't there anymore, but he still has the triangle behind his eye. I think he still has his gauges, but I actually could be wrong about that. But he has his little curly whisker and his little curly hair. He still looks like this, which you're seeing on screen. I love Zizi so much. Oh, I just want to like squeeze him. I want a plushie of him so bad, but I'm just not good enough at making plushies to do that, and the cover's falling off. So maybe one day I'll have a little Zizi plushie that I can squeeze to death, but not right now. Oh yeah, and he is the half-brother of Echoes, actually. Yeah, so you can see his design a little bit more there, and how it's a little bit more complicated than it is currently, but you little guys, little versions of them, which are actually really, really cute. I enjoy that a lot. And look, actually using like colored pencils instead of Sharpies and I don't know, like this is just significantly better colored than anything else that we've seen. So good job, me. You're getting better. Day 19. I can't believe we're still in October. This is actually fairly impressive for me. I usually don't fill out this many pages in a month. For these older sketchbooks, they used to take forever, as we can tell by this. Wait, this actually only took a couple months, now that I say that. This only took like 4 months. Holy crap, this is actually a very brief sketchbook. Wow, okay, I lied. Anyway, with allergies, so sneezes, allergies, you don't have any. I'm dead. Oh, I enjoy that. Oh, and then apparently it turned to November, and there was we went from day 19 of October to day 2 of November. I don't know what the drawing prompt is. I thought I had it listed, but maybe I didn't. Of November, but in my mug, and I drew a tiny eye, and her eyes are really shiny. Really, I penciled those in really hard, so nothing anymore. I don't know why I'm drawing. Both of them have been very small. Here's a very dramatic eye and a dead person. I think this is her mother, if I'm not mistaken. I remember she used to have some sort of lore with her mom that she doesn't have any interacting characters, except like she exists in the same world as Toby and Zizi, and that is all that I know. But I know that she used to have a mom, but she doesn't anymore. And she also like interacted with wolves, I think. Whatever. Oh look, isn't this that one internet thing where like all the different websites are people, but I drew them as the Wings of Fire characters. I know that that one's Tsunami, and that one's Clay, maybe? That one's the Rain Wing. That one's the gold one. I don't know who that one is then. I don't remember half of these characters. Who am I forgetting? Wait, I don't know. Unless that's Clay. Was there a Nightwing? Was there a Nightwing in the main set? I don't remember anymore. I haven't read it in so long. Anywho. Oh yeah, I tried to make an avatar. So this is a very, very, very early version of Crook, I suppose. I guess I wanted to make him for YouTube videos. So little floaty guy, little elf ears, and emo hair, and a very feathery tail. Kind of gross. Don't like it. It's fine, but the hair is nasty. An owl. Everyone's falling asleep. Apologize. I went to a live show at a really old theater. And the old theater had like cool engraved stuff. And this was one of the things, and so I copied it. And it was really pretty and had like grapes in the tail, this cool creature. And it's clearly rubbed onto this page, which it's always the best drawings that rub onto the opposite pages, which is why I hate spiral bound notebooks and I don't use them anymore because spirals just suck. This was another thing on like the walls instead of like the balcony. It was this creepy fish thing with a trident. I don't like this one as much, but they were like gold, so I tried marking what was gold with the little sparkles. I don't think I marked. Oh no, I did. So some of this stuff was like painted gold. It was so pretty. Oh, I don't think I'm ever gonna come back to these characters, so I'll try to briefly explain, but these guys were characters in a brief comic series that I had based off of my cousin's comic series. I'm gonna be talking about my cousin a lot, I apologize. So my cousin had a comic series called Derp and Darkness about these little cat creatures, and I am a thieving, mean person and was like, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. So I made this with these characters. I don't remember her name. It was Kyle. Her name's Kyle, sorry. Yes, I know the boy's name, I just like the name Kyle. And his name's Answer. And they were drawn really poorly. I'm not gonna show them because I hate them. I think I will eventually show comics in the old style because I think they're clipped into a big sketchbook, which you'll eventually see. But here I redrew them better, and that's as much as I'm going to talk about it because I'm never going to come back to them because I don't think I've ever come back to them because they don't exist anymore. Sorry guys. Another random character that I never came back to, Arkwire. and he's got a weird hair. This is another one of those characters from the comic, Kayan. She was based off of one of my old friends, actually the friend who owned Kamali. Fingerless gloves, so edgy. A griffin. Very boring. I think this is one of my classmates that I drew as a rabbit. Gross. A deer, smoking, and has a lever action gun. Okay. Random critter. And character based off of Ramune, the marble drink. Yum yum. I drew that same friend in the same style as my little avatar character. Not very good, sorry. I drew a bigger version of my avatar character. The eyes, scary, don't like it, sorry. And finally into December, apparently I wrote down the list for this, and this is another drawing completed? No, I should find a pencil and write now. There we go. Boom. Nice, okay. Yeah, so, and wait, immediately it goes from the first day is day 1, a list. Here's the list. Wait, day 2 is in my mug. Did I complete all of that? I'm really confused. Boy, I'm so okay, anyway, out my windows, day 3. I live in a tree. I don't have windows. Apparently, I lives in a tree with a little goldfish pond. Okay, that's lore accurate. Remember that if you're ever drawing her. She lives in a tree. These little, I would draw these guys a lot. These are like weird little floaty face. Day 4, something red. Is this red? And she's looking at Ekos's eyes. His eyes are orange. That is just not correct. I was trying to be funny with it, I guess, like for all of the prompts, but it's just not funny. It's, you're just incorrect. More of these little guys. That one's in a train. Okay. This looks like an animation meme character. I never made any of those though. I wanted to really bad and I never figured it out. This looks like a Steven Universe character, which is very creepy and I don't like it. So just moving on. This is actually based, this is one of my old character, I won't even call it a character. It was just, I made a little bust in my drawing, not my drawing club, sorry, in my mixed media club, which is basically just this up. It was like, it was huge. It was like 2.5 feet long, and it was made to go on a wall, and it had like little marks and had these 3D gemstones on his face, and he had like a missing eye and like a glass eye, and it was really cool. And it got into an art show, but you know, after like 2 months once I finished it, I was like, wow, this is actually really ugly. And it weighed, I'm not joking, probably 15 pounds because I used so much glue and tape on it. It was so heavy. I don't remember his name, but I know I drew him a couple times, so we'll probably see him again. So I drew his full body to see how he looked. I don't like his toes, but otherwise, like the wings, how they're like disconnected, kind of cool, kind of cool. I know he had a wife. We'll see what his wife is like. Oh yes, the beginning of my clock creature, who still doesn't have a name. He's an active one of my characters. I don't have a drawing of him. Maybe I do. Maybe I'll show him. He doesn't have a name. He looks a little bit different. His ears are different. But this is the first time that I drew him. This little poem, which I'm not going to read out loud, is cringy. Sorry, but it's woo. He's very Coraline. Also, calm down with that pencil there, it's smudging a little bit. I don't know if you noticed. And here's his little anatomy. So his eye is an eyeball, but the like clock can like disappear, so it like the hand can go around. And oop, he has a skeleton here. Like I tried to show it. Why do his ears have bones? But then I couldn't figure out like if he has legs or not. So I just ignore that he has a skeleton because I think he probably doesn't have, at least he probably doesn't have a pelvis. Like if he has a spine, it kind of just like, ooh, and he kind of just like slides along the ground. He's very creepy and spooky. We'll see him a lot more. I haven't drawn him in a couple years, but he's lovely. I love him very much. Random boy. This is my old dog Sydney. Yeah, she's so pretty. Kamali. Kamali again. I again. Not gonna turn that, don't feel like it. Happy National Humbug Day. And then a dog saying humbug to a bug who is humming. Ha ha ha. Ooh, lore about Toby, I guess. So here's another gun. This is like the only other type of gun I would ever draw was a lever action. I don't know. And this is before he died, obviously, because he's alive. And he's talking to some creepy mask-wearing fella who's sitting on the ground. Obviously, I never finished this, but I remember like this was like right before he died. So this person was like, "You're gonna die soon." And I don't remember anything else. I just remember that was what that was about. And they were like, he was like, "You're crazy," and I think he might have shot him, but I don't know. It's very edgy, and I never finished it. A little bear. Texas being large, and Delaware being sad. A fiery from Labyrinth. Help! This is my last paper. What do I do? Honey, I don't know if you can count, but this is not. I don't know if that means that I work backwards, but I'm just gonna pretend that it's fine. A plataroo, a kangapus, a kangaroo, a platypoodaroo. I almost got that. I remember I could say this really well. Kangaroo, platypoodarootopus, I think. I'm not gonna try again. I don't know what that is. These were changes that I wanted to make to I, but I never did. So moving on. Messing around with markers at a night of worship at my church. Do we all remember this edgy song? Oh yeah. Okay. Moving on. And this is why we don't use markers. Sigh. And this is so ironic because nowadays when I get a page like this in my current sketchbooks, I'm like, yes. It's so like, it's good. Like I like seeing stuff. And here I'm just like, ew. Now this page is ruined because there's color on the other side. Like, shut up. You're wrong. Shut up. It's pretty and you're lying. Mini wicks. I think that's Gadget. I don't know who that, maybe that's Gadget Alive. I'm not sure actually. I made a Lego model and I drew it if it was a little creature. Okay. Very large, there's a little person right there. Wings of Fire characters. Just reference, I suppose. A bigger one. This might be Cardinal, but I'm not sure. One of my Wings of Fire characters. I think Cardinal is in my next sketchbook, so I'll talk about her when we get to her. I'm just gonna pretend that that's not there. This was another person's species too, I remember. But this was my character, Pawn, like POW, prisoner of war, but also pawn, like chess pawn. Very bad character design, but like interesting concept. It could be turned into something cool, but won't be. Okay, and that's it. Yippee! Sketchbook 3 done. Let's move on. Oh, I'm breaking things. It's fine. Don't tell my sister. Alright, sketchbook 4. I don't know why this page is small. I clearly stole it for something. Started. Good job, me. I wrote that like a couple months ago. Good job to 21-year-old me for spelling good. Started January 25th, 2018. I guess I don't know when it ended. Still 8th grade though. This was a puppet that I made. I don't have any photos of it, but I know I still have it somewhere. But it's like, it goes on your finger. Put my fingers in the dragon head so it can like, it looks like a little baby dragon's on your hand. Pretty cool. Ooh, Bump lore, if anyone was like, Bump was my favorite character from the last video. So Bump being sad. Apparently, I think if she took off her little halo, she turned spooky. I think my friend who designed Bump was like, yeah, that's a thing. And I was like, well, you didn't tell me about that. Jeepers crow. Wow. So, yeah. Here she is, that character that I literally just mentioned. Cardinal and Ruin. Ruin is on my art fight. Yay! His ref sheet is so pretty. I love it. I actually drew Ruin, his ref sheet, in the middle of art fight, and still it turned out awesome. So this is what he originally looked like when I first drew him, but he still has his little tail missing. He's still a sandwing, just better, just my version of a sandwing. Sorry, lol. I haven't drawn Cardinals yet, but I'm planning on doing it for next art fight. She's a skywing. and I think they're in a relationship, but I'm not sure, and it doesn't matter. Apparently, I drew all of my characters, and look at that! Lettuce, or Lettuce, has been renamed Tobes, or Toby. I wonder what triggered me to change his name. Or if Toby has been completely removed from the story at this point in time. Intriguing. Then there's Pawn, which I think his name is just Pawn, but when I read that, I just want to say Pawn. Iliad, Ingrid, Skywise, Arkwire, Ramune. Oh, wait, except here's Toby. If I just looked ahead, I would have seen that I am being stupid, in fact. Roost. Who the frick is Roost? I thought is okay. And then some freaky guy. Oh, I think these guys show up later in the sketchbook, and I just came back and drew them. Which I do remember this guy, but I thought his name was Travis. That's really weird. Okay. Anyway, moving on. What are hands? Yeah, I feel that daily, brah. The Nancy crew. Okay, so her name is Ripley. So me, my cousin, and my friend would play Nancy Drew together, and we would solve mysteries, and it was very fun, but we all had our roles. So I was the one who knows what's going on because I've played pretty much all of the Nancy Drew games, so I was the one leading everyone. The new one, because Ripley's owner, he had never played any of the games, and Kamali's owner would stop us in the middle of playing and take pictures of people's butts, and it was very funny. It was funny. I enjoyed playing with them. I made Kamali a rough sheet. This looks terrible because I updated her design. So she has little elbow and knee patches, which kind of doesn't look good, but I don't like blushes. Instead of like the weird crazy tail thing that was going on. This is better. I don't like the way that the head looks though, because like yes, the ears would go back and you wouldn't be able to see them from the front, but it looks not good. And I just didn't do the tail. Come on, boy. Anywho, and apparently I gave up on the boss. I don't know why I scribbled it out. Oh, a whole bunch of us. Oh, apparently I learned how to draw humans! More importantly, whoa! I mean, not very well. Wow, but still. So, these three and me, I believe all these are me. That was one of my old friends. I mean, we weren't really friends, but, she hung out with us. Some expressions. This is my current friend. Hi! Again, she's not gonna, same person as last time who isn't gonna watch the video. This is Kamali's owner. That's my cousin. Hi. You probably will watch the video, just not anytime soon. Another one of my friends, this is Echo's owner. Echoes and Bump's owner. And she's also never gonna watch these videos. And I think that's another side profile of me. Wow. I like the triangle noses. That's kind of fun. I kind of like that. It's not like I'm gonna go back to it because I can draw people now, but like, I don't know. It was good for what I was doing. I hate that the legs are still digigrade. Like, stop, just draw sticks. Okay. Just, skull dog. Stupid. What's going on? Help! It's art, I swear. Look at taping things in my sketchbook. I wish I was doing this the whole time, but I'm not. Then Echoes. I should really come up with like fake names for all these people because oh boy. So Echoes and Bump's owner also made this character to go along with all of our skull dogs because like all of us had skull dog characters. So this is Clarity. And she had a weird design, but like she was like, I want her to be a pink skull dog, so she was pink, and she was Gadget's girlfriend. Also, Toby had a girlfriend too with Ripley's owner. My cousin had a character, but I've never drawn her. I draw like everyone's characters except my cousin's. I don't know why. Mostly because my cousin is an artist and would draw them better than me, and I got pissed. Anyway. Nancy Drew game, playing Captive Curse alone is so scary. Oh my gosh, because it's a if you understand, you know, it's scary. So scary. It's fine. Little floaty guys. Trying to come up with a little, like a species. Figure out what they're called, but like forget what a unique species is called. But little dinosaur things. I drew them a couple times. Never again. Apparently I want to call them Agita Raptors, but I don't like that name. Here's Cardinal and Ruin. Oh, they're so cute. This is actually really adorable and I love it. Ah, my little babies. They're so cute. Me looking horrified. My one friend's brother, I believe, and my dad. Still awful. Get better. All my friends again. Me, Echos' owner, Kamali's owner, that one friend who I'm not actually friends with, that one girl who's never gonna see these videos, and my cousin. The Hardy Boys as cats. Okay. The Nancy crew again. Apparently we all had claimed a boy. Calm down there. And I did draw Ripley. I think fairly certain that time this was actually drawn by me. Adorable. These are my sister's Star Trek characters. Imai, Valas, Biar, Corey, Rochella. Except I think Rochella's gotten renamed recently, but I actually don't know her name. And this is somebody from church. Apparently I was just excited that I could draw humans. Yeah. Dapper Gecko. Yes, he is. A God's Eye. I used to make a ton of these at camp and then run out into the middle of the woods and hang them up everywhere, and I can just imagine people like running across all these horrifying, like, they look like they're witch symbols. Must be terrifying, but they're not. They're Native American. My sister makes custom dolls, if you know what that is, and she couldn't think of a design for one of them, so I was trying to help her come up with one, and she never made it. Oh, this was a comic series that I was gonna make called The Ambivalent Syndicate. Main character, Jane, Eustace, some bodyguard, and the main, not antagonist, she actually becomes one of the main characters, is actually based off of my cat, Denali. And she's a little toad, but I love Denali, so I actually reread the story recently, like what I had written, and it's really terrible, so I'm kind of glad that I never made it, because holy crap, it was not well written. A whole bunch of blue things. Okay. A whole bunch of orange and red things. There's Roost again. When am I gonna, like, draw him? There's Roost again. Okay. More of those little dinosaur guys. Oh, this was from a story that I started writing and never finished. So these are the characters. The story's called The Stories That Were Told. Terrible, title. Main character, Kyle. Used that name again. Oh, cheeky. Lou, secondary character. She gets bullied by them, kind of. I'm gonna be honest. Secondary character, Miles. She's the main one. They're like the friends. Yes, I use boys' names. I don't know. I really like male names. And a very secondary character who doesn't actually ever get a name. He's just called Dusthead the entire story. Not gonna explain it because I'm never coming back to it. Yippee! More of these dinosaur guys. Oh, here was another attempt after, what was her name? Serenity? Or Mandy? In the last sketchbook, or 2 sketchbooks ago, I was like, I need a persona, because, again, I just refused to admit that I is my persona, so I was like, Twimbles! Yeah, she's awesome! And she actually looks pretty dang sick. This is a really terrible drawing, but, like, she's pretty cool looking. God, frickin' say. And she's based off of, like, a constellation, like, pretty cool. She's kind of cool. This is the only time I drew her, so R.I.P. Here's the clock dude and me, even though I am not the main character in the comic that he's gonna be in. It's a girl named Amara, and apparently he's kidnapping me. Just pretend that this is Amara. It's fine. And he has creepy spider legs, which is kind of rad, but we never actually see under his, like, coat, because I think his coat is his body nowadays. I don't know. Here he is again. Oh, he's so cute. He has scary arms. Don't like the arms. Knock that off. Oh, I just love him so much. He's just so easy to draw. You need to cut it off with the chicken scratching, though. Just make bold lines, child. Here's his wife. His name is Prince. And his wife is not this tiny bird, but she turns into, like, a big griffin. I think there might be a drawing. Yeah, here. So she turns into a big 4-winged griffin. But she got when he got cursed to be like a bust, I guess, maybe he's dead, she got cursed to be this tiny little bird, which I was gonna make a little bird like this big and that I could put on his bust to like hang out and look cool, but I never did, and I threw him out, so it doesn't even matter. So yeah, there's that one of them being cute, I guess, but I don't like the characters anymore, so it doesn't matter. Ignore that. Toby, in the new style that I draw, I actually should have pointed that out with clarity, that I draw, like, I draw my spooky mask a little bit different with, like, the hollow nose and the teeth kind of stick out different. Doesn't matter, but just, you know, commentary on my art. This is a cool character that I've also never come back to, but I honestly want to because she's really cool. So this is a species, again, designed by my cousin the Stormclicks. And they got cool watery wings and watery tails, and the design, again, way overcomplicated. Calm down, my guy. And they got little tears too. I just didn't draw it very well. And they're supposed to all have like different things floating in them. So the main one that my cousin had like fish, which is kind of obvious. And I was like, I need origami in mind. So I had little boats that float on the tail, but like a little dolphin and origami fish inside the tail, which is, it's paper, it's gonna get wet, you ding dong, but I like the purple to blue of the water that I did. So her name is Whelming, which is like overwhelming, but it's just, well, she's just whelming. And she's like a space explorer. She's like an astronaut. She's kind of cool, and she, I don't know, she was, I don't know, I think she had a story, but I don't really remember it. She's kind of neat, kind of want to come back to her. She's kind of cool. Oh my goodness, and the actual persona that landed and lasted a really long time until, I don't know, until I stopped being a furry and abandoned her. Sorry, Toodaloo. So this is Toodaloo. She's a goat, and she's literally just me. She doesn't have, like, I did not give her personality, unlike all the other personas that I tried to do. I was like, they were like, I need to have a story. No, this one is just me. This is Toodaloo. Apparently I tried to name her Cryocyte and Chrysophate, or Chrysocyte, whatever, it doesn't matter. But I landed on Toodaloo, just TTLU, like Toodaloo, but spelt stupid. She's got a nose ring. She's got little blue and light blue spots. She's based off of a shirt, like a little farm looking shirt that I had. Yeah, she's very cute. Here she is hanging out on a farm, on a fence. I drew her so much. We're gonna see her forever. And I guess here's me drawing skull dogs as I drew them in the sketchbook, how I used to draw them and how they're actually drawn, or something like that. Whale cat. Oh, here's Julio again. Why do I sometimes draw on the back? This doesn't look like it was drawn by me. That's weird. Anyway. Whale cat. I want one. Creepy puppet dog. Skeleton. Why would it have ears? And then a weird version of Hear No, See No, Speak No Evil on the back cover, which is literally a piece of paper that I also... Yeah, this is totally the back cover. I keep it attached because it's protecting the last few pages. Yeah, okay, so that's sketchbook for 3 and 4. Yeah. They're both so beat up, but we're getting better! Yippee! We're getting better, and we're slowly making our way through the years. I don't know when this sketchbook ended, but I'm gonna guess it was close to 2019, which means almost high school. We're almost into the high school years. Oh boy. Yippee! Sorry, I'm bad at commentary. Anyway, I'm gonna shut up now. Bye.